Welcome back to another episode of Criminals Hate Me. It is the true crime podcast that criminals don't want you to watch. And guys, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please like and subscribe, okay? And without further ado, we are going to jump in to this episode because I promised you guys some more crazy and shocking audio clips from Donna Bond, and I've got them here today, and we're going to jump into them. It's 2 clips, and they're very, very shocking, very powerful, very explosive. I'm going to play them, and then we're going to dive in as usual and see if there's any truth to what she's saying or if we can debunk it. And then at the end, I'll let you guys decide what you think, because I've uncovered some other stuff that's been going on, and it's pretty eye-opening. But let's go ahead and jump into the disclaimer real quick before we move on. As you guys know, these are recordings that are from Pam Feldman Garrison when she was talking to Donna Bond. You know, she has the right to record if she feels like it. And here's the legal disclaimer as usual. Pam lives in a one-party consent state that allows the sharing of phone calls that were recorded, and Pam has given me, the host of this podcast, permission to share these phone calls with my audience, and we do not need Donna Bond's consent. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on. All right, so this is going to be part 2 of Donna's audio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it through and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so what kind of crazy stuff does Donna Bond have to say this time? Let's listen in and find out.
If I'm reading between the lines, it's kind of like law enforcement isn't telling the family stuff because they don't want actually know.
They don't want it on TikTok. They don't want it on podcast.
I gotcha.
They have been told, Ashley has been told repeatedly to stop. But Ashley, she's been to law school for almost a year, so she knows the law better than these men do. So they have repeatedly asked her to stop.
Wow, that is crazy, guys. She is saying some explosive things in this audio clip. And what do y'all think about that? Because she is basically accusing law enforcement of not doing their jobs, all because the family supposedly went on TikToks and podcasts when law enforcement supposedly repeatedly told them not to. Do y'all believe that or not? But man, I don't know what to think about that. I don't know if it's true or what, but man. But oh, wait a minute. I've got some live reports here. Oh yeah, we got some information on the situation of how law enforcement is responding to hearing Donna Bond say this about them. So let's get a live look at the action of what's going on. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that audio there and my little ending that I put to it. You know, we gotta have a little bit of fun, guys. We're not making fun of anybody. We're just trying to have a good time on this podcast. Okay, we're trying to look into serious subjects, but we're also trying to have a laugh at the same time if possible. Okay, so what she said in that audio clip was very explosive. Okay, she's making some crazy accusations. So we're gonna look at both sides of the possibilities here. Okay, is there any truth to what she said in that clip, or does it seem like it's true? Okay, from just the surface, because Donna sounds very believable in these clips. Okay, in the first clip that I played last week, and in this clip here, and in this next one that I'm about to play, she sounds very, very believable. Okay, so here's what makes sense here is yes, Ashley was in law school. That is a fact. And then when she talks about that law enforcement doesn't want her going on TikTok and podcast, the fact is that she did go on the partners podcast, and she was in episodes 3, 10, and 11. So yes, she was on 3 of them, and they only did 12 episodes. So 3 out of 12 is a lot. So it's kind of lining up. It looks like she's going on these podcasts, a little too much. If that's what law enforcement is saying, that's quite a bit. So it kind of is lining up. And just as a disclaimer, Partners in True Crime does not allow any screenshots from their podcast or any pictures of themselves or their brand name for legal reasons and copyright reasons. So this is just a fun little thing that I made up here, Partners in Fake Crimes. That way I can't be sued. Okay, I can't be copyrighted. It's just an example of their podcast so that I can talk about it. Okay, for legal reasons. That's the only reason I'm doing it here. I'm not making fun of their podcast. I'm just doing it legally. That way they can't have my video taken down or anything like that. Okay. So we just looked at all the reasons why it seems like Donna's telling the truth, because things kind of line up with all the episodes that Ashley was on Partners. Okay, so that kind of seems like maybe there is validity to it. But on the other side of the table here, we have something that debunks it. Okay, Pam reached out to Robin herself and got a statement from Robin, and so this is a statement from Pam of her conversation to Robin. Okay, Pam says, I reached out to Robin and asked if law enforcement ever told them that they wouldn't disclose case information with Noah's family, if they went on TikTok, podcast, etc. She said law enforcement has never told them that they would withhold information from the family for any reason. I asked if Ashley Chadwick specifically was warned by law enforcement to stop going on social media platforms, or else law enforcement would stop sharing information with the family, and she said no. Law enforcement has never given Ashley or any of them any warnings, and Robin had no idea what Donna was talking about. So that pretty much debunks that first audio clip from Donna. So what we need to find out is where Donna got that information, because according to Robin, it's bad information. Even though some of the other stuff may look like, it had something to do with it, or that there's some truth to it, with Ashley going on Partners 3 times, and then Partners falling off the face of the earth and quitting the case basically, and saying that they're going to turn over everything that they had to law enforcement. It kind of seems like it was lining up. The podcast stopped, and it just seemed like, wow, maybe Donna was telling the truth here. But according to Robin, there's no truth to what Donna said in that audio. So now we're going to dive into the second clip, and this is the one that's the most powerful, and it's the one that's the most shocking, and it'll make your jaw drop. Okay, I don't know if some of you have ever heard this said before. I don't think I ever had, but it makes a lot of sense if it's true. So what's Donna gonna say this time? Okay, let's find out right now. I'm gonna play the clip through, and you guys won't believe what she said. So let's play it, and then we'll come back and break it down a little bit.
You have to understand how Bub Wilcoxon is. If you'll pull, it's Johnny Trout Wilcoxon Jr.
Yep.
If you'll pull him up on OSCN, you can see it's one lawsuit right after another. If he doesn't get his way, he sues. If that doesn't work, he'll go shady and get someone else to do it for him. He's a jackass.
Wow.
And that's what most everybody's problem is around here. They're scared of his money. Well, when he come at me and didn't realize that I don't give a shit who he is or his money, if it's wrong and not, I'm going to say something, and I don't care who's involved.
Well, because, you look at it as, I don't know, it seems like everything resonates back to him not wanting a wrongful death lawsuit.
Oh, he doesn't. That's why they moved that body. I'm telling you, just like that one young man said, sitting in this house, in my house, said he told him, get that body off my fucking property right fucking now. I don't care who you call, I'm on my way, but get that body off my property.
Oh my God, so they called him. Uh-huh.
All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that clip. And like I said, it is crazy, but let's dig in and see if maybe it could be true, okay? Because here's what we have, guys. This is a map of the party house, and then supposedly Noah walked down the highway, and that's where he was found, okay? So at that party house, you had a lot of crazy stuff going on, okay? They were having a party, okay? So you had underage kids drinking. Then you supposedly had some kind of ATV accident happen somewhere around the party house, okay? You had kids with guns at that party house. Then you supposedly had a situation where Noah supposedly was saying some crazy stuff to Avery, that supposedly wasn't very nice. And then you had a situation where after the ATV accident, supposedly they were giving Noah a shower. So a lot of craziness going on at the house, okay? But then you have down the road some stuff that doesn't make sense, okay? His body ends up down the road. There's absolutely no evidence of a hit and run or any other kind of accident or beating or anything. So you go from being at the house with all this partying and stuff going on to the body randomly being a mile down the road. And nobody can explain it. Cops can't figure it out. There's no evidence. Nobody can crack this case. So I would say that yes, that clip that we just heard, it does sound like there's some truth to it, and that the situation fits. The physical evidence fits, because nobody can understand why Noah ended up away from the party and down the road deceased. And if what Bub actually said, okay, if it's true that he said that, and this is Donna saying this, okay, she's saying that Bub said that. If he said that, get that body the hell off my property, then everything fits. It makes total sense to dump a body down the road, and for the reason that there's no evidence of a hit and run or any other way that he died down the road. There's nothing to piece together a crime. So it totally makes sense, that last audio clip. Okay, now I don't know where she got that information, okay, but in my mind, it fits. It makes total sense. So I'm gonna say, in my opinion, that she's telling the truth in that clip. But we just gotta figure out where she got that info from, because nobody can figure out how his body ended up down the road. That makes a lot of sense. If some kind of accident or something happened on the property and Bub told them to get him the hell off his property, I mean, it makes sense to dump him down the road. I hate to say it, but it does. It fits. And so now, guys, we're going to wrap up the video, okay? So these are some things that I found that I find very interesting that's been going on these last few days, okay? I believe that timing is everything, okay? I don't believe in a lot of coincidences. You already know that, okay? And I believe that timing has everything to do with everything in life. And I did my first video about Donna's audio, okay? I released that on February 14th. And now I have video 2 with the rest of her audio that we're doing right now, okay? That is released on February 21st. Both of them are released on Fridays, okay? Last Friday and today Friday, okay? 14th and the 21st. On Donna's page on February 18th, she put this post right here, okay? She's using Jerry's account, and she's saying, "My phone is done for. My old man knocked over a glass of tea and didn't notice my phone was laying on the smaller table. Y'all need me? Call my old man's phone." Keep that date in mind, February 18th. And then another post up top on the 19th, it says, "My new phone will be here tomorrow. Yay." So if she's posting that on the 19th, she's saying her new phone will be here on the 20th. So I'm just speculating here, guys, but the question is, do we believe that Donna's phone really messed up, that her phone really fried and is unusable due to a glass of tea spilling on it, because the timing is the problem. Like I just said, I'm releasing these audios from Donna the 14th and the 21st, 2 weeks, 2 Fridays in a row. In between those two dates is the 18th and the 19th. So it just so happens that her phone gets fried between, after the release of my first video with her audio, and a few days before I released video 2. So is she hiding from someone or something? And I'm not trying to cause a lot of problems with her. That's not mine and Pam's goal. Our whole thing is that Donna's saying some crazy stuff that, if it's true, we felt that y'all needed to hear this, okay? There's no reason to keep information like this hidden if it's true, or if it could possibly be true, okay? If it's not true, then fine. We have it out there, and now let's all debunk it, okay? But her actions between the releases of my videos, it makes it look very, very suspicious, and so, something's going on here with her phone no longer in service, and just this next thing I'm gonna show you also. So this is Donna's Facebook page, okay? A day after I got those screenshots of her saying her phone was fried, basically. Her Facebook page is now deactivated. She deleted it. So that's very, very strange. And like I said, I don't believe in coincidences, and that I believe that timing is everything. So why is all this stuff happening while I'm releasing these audios? Okay, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know in the chat. Something's going on here. Does this make Donna look less credible, or does it make her look more credible? Because now that these audios are out there, is she hiding from someone? Is she? Because she said she wasn't scared of Bub, so she shouldn't be hiding from Bub. So who's she hiding from, or what's she deleting everything for? What's the deal? What's going on? So I just thought that would be something that y'all would want to see. Maybe y'all have more info. Maybe some of y'all talk to her. Maybe y'all know what's going on. But it's just highly suspicious that her phone gets fried, and now her Facebook page is deleted on consecutive days. And it's all in between the releases of my 2 videos where I'm releasing audio that she said this crazy stuff. So that leads me to this, guys. What's your verdict on Donna? Do y'all believe her, or do you not believe her? Is she telling the truth, or is she lying? Okay, because we have different input on both audios. Robin said that it's not true. Okay, but then I looked at the second audio where she's talking about Bub, and it makes a lot of sense. But then you look at her pages, her page, and it's deleted, and then her phone is supposedly out of commission. So that's a little suspect. So when you put all that together, guys, what do y'all think? Is she telling the truth, or is she lying? Or did she lie in one but tell the truth in the other? What's the deal with Donna Bond? Okay, let me know. And also, I have an announcement that I'm gonna do my best to try to get at least one video out a week. I'm gonna be a little more consistent with the channel, and I do believe that Friday is gonna be the day that I release the video. Fridays seem to be the best, and we get a lot of views, a lot of interaction. So keep it coming, guys. And I'm partnering with someone, and we've got a lot of ideas of stuff that we're gonna cover, because time is running out in this case. The 2-year statute of limitations on the wrongful death and the social hosting charges, that's going to be up at the end of September, guys. It's just like 7 months away. So we're going to start hammering out content, and it's going to be very important content that's going to help the case, hopefully. Hopefully we can progress it forward. We're going to dive in and deep dive and break stuff down and try to make some good points about all parts of the case. Okay, so that's gonna be coming soon. And guys, once again, if y'all like what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe. Okay, and I'll see you next time.